let's go over now to hear from Janet and from the Tanzania Development Trust and a synopsis of the TDT annual report. Over to you, please, Janet.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you everyone for coming. So I'm hoping that people have had a chance to see the annual report. I put a link in the chat. It's on our website and it's been circulated. So I just want to bring out a few key things. And then if people have questions, please do put them in the chat and we'll try and answer them. There's also several of the committee here who can also answer things. And I'm hoping some of our local reps as well. And you will also hear from some of them in a minute. So I think people know about our background, so I won't go on to that. We're all volunteers, so every pound donated goes directly to projects in Tanzania. And we've been going, as you know, almost 50 years, so we have developed over that time really strong links and expertise. We have three priorities. The first one is water, and we will be having our annual campaign starting on the 3rd of December. Thank you to everyone who contributed last year. We raised enough for 17 boreholes, and we aim to replicate that this year. Our second priority is education, which is particularly girls' hostels, so that girls don't have to walk for up to 4 hours a day to and from school at great risk, and this leads to the huge disadvantages in their educational outcomes. We also have the supporting Tumaini Open School. This is a school in Tabora. You'll hear more about it in a moment, and it's for girls that have been excluded because of pregnancy. So for young mothers, giving them a chance to get back into education. And you can see some of the here really inspiring work led by our local rep, Ezekiel Kisanga. I can see Tony's here, so thank you for all of your support with that, Tony. And then our third priority is income generating projects. So generally really small projects that can have an absolutely massive impact. So really allowing people to bring themselves out and their families out of poverty by relatively small amounts of money. So this could be sustainable agriculture, tailoring projects, vocational training in welding, etc. And then we have a ongoing project, which is an integrated village development in Singida, and that's in collaboration with UCANAID. And I think David is here, so if people have any questions around that, then that would be great. And I'll also put a link to more details shortly. So we try and work together with other groups as much as we can. We only work in certain areas of Tanzania, which are generally the ones that are a lot less well served by NGOs. So places like Kigoma, Kagera, Mara, Tabora, Singida, Simiyu, Mtwara, Shinyanga, Lindi, Rukwa. I think that's most of them. So we don't work in Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Zanzibar, where there are a lot of other NGOs operating. But for people working in the areas where we operate, we're very keen to collaborate where we can. So another ongoing project that we have is for vocational training for deaf students in Dodoma. That's going really well. You'll hear it in a moment from Patrick, our local rep there. And we're hoping to start a collaboration with Tools for Self-Reliance to supply tools and training and so on that will be based in Dodoma but operate countrywide. So that's very exciting. Our local partner in Kigoma is doing amazing work on sustainable agriculture. You'll hear a bit more on that in a moment. So there's more information on our website, and we had a good year. So the highest income we've ever had, in fact, largely thanks to people like Sheila, our fundraising trustee, who's been absolutely amazing. but also to everyone here who's helped by donating. I know a lot of you have. So this is what we achieved last year, 44 projects. So as you can see, water was a large chunk of that, and then education. So, you know, we're aiming to grow over the next few years. We're always looking for people to get involved, particularly to help with projects, or fundraising or social media and so on. So if you're interested at all in getting involved or learning more, please do get in touch. Money goes a long way in Tanzania, particularly as we have no running costs, no staff costs, etc. So, you know, for £1,500, we're setting up a rope pump and borehole. So it makes a huge difference. Why Tanzania? Still, there's huge amounts of poverty, particularly in the rural area. We've still got thousands of students getting water from filthy ponds like this. So please help us to support that. And if you want to get in touch, my email's there. I'll also put it in the chat. I think most of you probably know it. We're also on lots of social media. So, and thank you to some of the many organisations that have helped us this year. So I'm happy to answer any questions if you want to put them in the chat. But while you're doing that, I want to show this film, which is hearing directly from some of our local reps.
My name is Benedicto, the CEO of Mboni Mjana Group. We have been working tirelessly to improve the lives of the community in rural Tanzania, especially in Kigoma. And I'm very delighted to share with you our success and achievement, which we have registered in 2023 and 2024, the season that has been of a wonderful impact to the community. We have improved agriculture by 150% from the previous by training and supporting farmers in improved and sustainable farming, whereby more than 26,000 farmers have benefited with this scheme, improving the income and the food security. We have also planted 206,000 trees in Kasulu Rural, and this has been done in collaboration between school institutions, which means government institutions, and individual farmers, all of them making huge, like these trees planted. And these trees are very important on our environment, especially sinking carbon from the atmosphere. As well, we have been making biochar, which as well is intended to improve the soil, at the same time capture the carbon from the atmosphere, sink it into the ground. And this has been shown a great massive impact in improving yields on farms, which have used the biochar. And more than 431 tons have been made with farmers through 2023 and 2024. And also, we have been struggling to provide water to institutions, especially schools, dispensaries, and the public areas where community accessing water. In the current situation in which we are experiencing climate change affecting the water resources, we have been drilling the boreholes and install rope and pump in order to enable the community access clean and safe water for domestic and farming purposes. So far, we have done 148 boreholes in Kigoma Rural. Just in 1 year, we have made 38 boreholes. That means from July 2023 to June 2024. These boreholes are providing water to many people, by which every borehole providing water to 400 people. This means the impact which have gained is to reduce the time being used by the community to collect water, and that time being used in other production actions. Also, under this success, we would like to thank all the donors who have been donating to our projects, especially Big Give. You have been supporting us a lot in borehole works, which of course we are seeing the impact directly in the community. We would like you to ask more donors to come in and join us to bring more services to our poor families, poor community, who are living in a countryside places unsupportedly. So we are happy, we thank you, and we welcome you to join us in this mission to doubling the impact. Thank you.
Ezekiel Kasanga, Director of Tumaini Model Open School. Tumaini Model Open School is an alternative education pathway center based here in Tabora, Tanzania. This school is a special school for young mothers because it is creating a second chance for the young mothers who are outside of school and for one or another reason cannot return to their former schools. Most of the factor behind their failure to return to their former schools is what we call stigma, and the other reasons like poverty. So Tumaini is creating a second chance. And again, Tumaini is a stigma-free kind of education center, whereby we have created a very welcoming environment that supports traumatized young mothers to feel at home and to regain their self-esteem and courage to continue their education. So Tumaini is providing secondary education. That means we are teaching all secondary subjects, both arts and science. And in addition to that, we are also providing vocational training, whereby we do impart vocational skills to these young mothers. And the reason behind offering that kind of vocational training is the fact that these are the young mothers, are the parents already. They have the responsibility of caring their babies. And having vocational skills means we capacitate them to become self-reliant after schools. That means once they finish their secondary education here, and again, when they are at the transition of moving to other training or to high school, means they can engage themselves into different income-generating activities using the skills they have acquired from Tumaini, and in that way they can sustain themselves and their babies. Thank you very much.
Is Evelyn Leonard, Managing Director of Hope of the Community Foundation based in Kigoma region, Tanzania. We are implementing water source projects funded by Tanzania Development Trust from the UK. We are constructing water sources, specifically springs, to ensure that community members can access clean and safe water. As you can see, our workers are on site constructing these water sources to guarantee that our community has access to clean and safe water. Before the construction of these water sources, there were activities taking place near the water source, such as washing clothes, animal moving around, which often led to human waste being found near the water source. And not only that, people were fetching water while stepping on the same water, and it was very dangerous for human health. Additionally, this project is crucial for humanity as it reduces outbreak of diseases caused by contaminated water. The community currently accesses clean and safe water due to improved infrastructure, and the human activities that used to occur near the water source no longer affect them. Therefore, access to clean and safe water has been ensured.
Hello, everyone. I am Patrick Yohana Matonya, the head of Matumbulu Deaf Vocational Training Center. We have 24 deaf students at Matumbulu, girls and boys. They are studying welding, sewing, carpentry, and irrigation. The irrigation, we are teaching them through the borehole funded by TDT last year. So we have sprinkled up some plots of garden, and we are giving them healthy food through giving them green vegetables from these gardens, as well as making small income after selling these vegetables to the villagers around the center. We also have received some funds from TDT for the computer app at Kigwe Deaf School here in Dodoma. We have produced them already, and we hope to deliver them this week. So we thank God that we are collaborating with TDT very well, and we still need the support so that we may reach huge number of deaf people here in Dodoma, as we may have a huge number in our pending list, but still having the limitation for the fund to accommodate more. We really need the collaboration from TDT so that we can go on, or we can go further, reaching the people with these needs. Thank you so much.
My name is Hamza Rajabu. I'm the local representative of Tanzania Development Trust, working at the Singida region. TDT has been the charity that is providing the fund that has transformed the lives of, I can say, 1,000 of community, particularly focusing in Singida where I'm working. Since I joined the TDT in 2019, I have implemented not less than 9 projects. All those projects has brought the big changes to the community of Singida region. A water project at Singida, also in Tuntuat, where we drilled the borehole, and the TDT supported with the solar system to supply that water. And that borehole is now also supporting access to water to over 60,000 people in as TDT. You know, we are working as a volunteer under the TDT, but through their good coordination, good teaming, good motivation, but also the support of the fund, and also the link what they are giving to me, I can say that all of them has made me to change my lives.
Thank you. So I'm happy to take any questions. If I could just add that one of the, well, to thank again that everyone who has supported us this year. One of the other ways that we do raise money is by selling Christmas cards and Tinker Tinker cards. I know many of you have bought them already, and they are available on our shop. But I will also share the link if people want to pay by check or any other way. So thank you very much.
Duguyu, you may know, is the village which is over 100 kilometers from Singida, and is mainly non-tarred road. And the last 5 kilometers, as many of us have experienced, is actually inaccessible in the rainy season. Even by walking, you could find yourself waist high in water. Previous to this project, the nearest water in the dry season, so it's like abundance in the wet season, but in the dry season, you'd have to go 14 kilometers and maybe pay 1,500 shillings for water from pools. So one of the first things the school has, the joint project with UKNAID has done is to drill a borehole, 157 meters, which is successfully producing water to, using the solar panels to the village. Rural electrification has just arrived at the village, and that's actually also going to be linked to that borehole. Health, the nearest dispensary, once you got past the 5 kilometers of getting to the main road, was another 31 kilometers away previous to the project. So we were building a dispensary and virtually finished it when cholera struck the area, and the village is sort of divided into a main village and a sub-village, the sub-village in particular. So they pressed the dispensary into service in October, and definitely saved lives. At one point, there were 40 people, 40 cholera patients. I visited it about 2 weeks ago, and there were 3 patients left. They're now finishing the producing or putting in the link to the connection to the borehole and the toilets. Education, it's a primary school which had 6 classrooms that really needed 8, and they were in very poor state of repair, poor attendance by students, and difficulties in retaining teachers. So the project, first of all, put in a kitchen, and the parents are providing food every day. We've built 2 classrooms, and the next project is teachers' accommodation. So that will take it to the end of the 3rd year, and we hope there's more challenges with the school and maybe income-generating projects. And we're hoping we can renew this with UKNAID, but it's definitely making a difference. And we just had to thank Hamza for his amazing work, because it's difficult to access this village. It takes time and a lot of perseverance, really, to complete and to see things through. So thank you.